going to see about how to style XML style sheet. Okay, so we have discussed something about XML programs in our last class. So all of us know familiar about how does an XML file look like. Okay, so this is how I'll open some XML files to revise some of the concepts. So this is the first line of our XML program. So this is called the prologue. So all of you would have familiar with these things. We have discussed in our last class. So every XML program will have the root element followed by the child element like this. It's a kind of a tree structure or a hierarchical structure. So every tag must be closed properly, and if it gets opened, it has to be gets closed properly. So we should not start the element with ML, XML and XML keywords. These are all some of the points to remember how to declare an XML file, and the list goes on like this. When you read these slides, you will come to understand how to write a simple and basic XML file. So let me open some simple XML file so that you will understand how to style about XML file. So as you all see in the screen, it's a TV show.xml file, which means this is an XML file. Okay, so the first line is version and encoding format. It's been declared, so it's nothing but prologue statement. The next thing, I'm declaring some text in my Excel sheet. I'm going to encode. I'm going to read some XML file, and then I'm going to add some styling effects. So it says text /XSL, and how to do about and what to do about in style sheet is declared in this TV shows 2.xsl, right? The file where you have declared the styling details is being embedded here, remember, right? So after your prologue statement, you need to mention about from which file you are embedding the styling effects, whatever it is. Okay, so as you can see in the screen, this is all about TV shows. Okay, so all of us are familiar with some of the serials here mentioned. So I think some of you would have heard about this X-Files and Friends, and these are all very famous US TV serials. And then The Killing is, I think, UK, and The House MD is again UK, and then Quantico is in USA. So it's all about the TV series, regular TV series, and today we are going to see about how can I make this XML file to look like in HTML with some add-on styling effects. So this is our objective. Okay, I hope all of you will be clear with this objective. Okay, let me once again repeat what we are going to learn in this audio lecture. We are having some XML file, and we are about to add some styling effect in this XML file in order to make it as presentable in HTML web page, right? So when I am embedding this TV show 2.xsl, what it is, actually I have done something, so you will not understand what I am writing here, but when I am run this code, so you'll be able to understand what we are going to learn in this class, right? So so version and vendor and some information about statistics, version and vendor statistics, and some hyperlinks and some of the posters. Some of the headings are in bold, and some information about when it's been started, it's been ended, and which network is been forecasting those things, and how many number of viewers, and those are all the things. I hope how did I get this information is clear to you, right? Because all this information, no, this simple 2003, and when it has been ended 2013, and how many number of viewers, it's like a 40 million viewers. So these kind of simple statistics, I should have made it clear in my XML sheet, I mean XML file, so that by the way I am reading this file, I am adding some effects, and then I am putting it together as a HTML file, right? The file initially is declared like this, but presented as like this. I repeat, the file is declared like an XML syntax. The data are given about the statistics, some of the statistics, when, what happened, how many viewers, and where to fetch the posters. The poster you are seeing here, it has to be fetched somewhere, so we are giving here the complete path where it can go and fetch the image of the poster, right? So these are all the things we are giving this data only in a data format, and then by the way we are writing something in a XSL file, .xsl file, so in such a way that it's presented here in a nice way, right? So let's begin. What is written in my XML first? So TV show is the parent element, and the show is the child element, and the rest of the elements we are declaring. All other things are all also child element of TV shows and show. Okay, so here we are declaring something, and we are telling the name of the serial is this and this, and it's been released in this year, particular year, and it's been ended by this year, and the network which has which forecasted this serial is from UK, something like that, the BBC network, something like that, and the poster which it has to go and fetch it from the server, the entire path I have given. So IMDb website, all of us are familiar. It's all about movies and entertainment, and TV shows, serious reviews. It's all about reviews, and it's comments, and the entire data about your entertainment details. And then I'm saying some other element like viewers are all of this much units, and I mean millions are all the units, and the number I have declared. And as you can see in the screen, every tag element is been properly opened, and it's been properly ended. So be cautious about that, and it's all case sensitive, so be aware of that. And the list goes on like that. And I used to watch many US TV series, so these are all some of my favorite series. It's not in the order of my wish list, but randomly I have given. So purposely I have given it randomly, so that I can make it as a ascending and descending order. By the way, I am doing it as a program. Okay, so when it comes to XSL, this is XML. What we have seen so far is a XML, and this is done. Okay, so now the root element has to be properly entered, and then the child element also has to be closed properly, right? Next come to the styling sheet. How we are going to add on some styling effects to the XML file, right? So here we are about to declare the same thing, and then we are about to present it in a HTML format from the root element. So we are doing these things, and then in HTML I wanted to present it as a TV shows as one of the title. So I need to declare the title, and then it comes to version and vendor URL. So when you go here, version, vendor, and this the browser URL and browser vendor, it's all comes into statistics. Okay, so nothing much in this first 3 lines, it's are all optional. And then next is a crucial part of our styling XML. And then now we are starting the XSL tag, and we are saying for each of our root element, TV shows and show, I need to capture the name of the TV show, and then it has to be given as a link. That's why I'm saying get the name of the series and generate some unique ID. By the way, please give it as a hyperlink. So this is what I mean it here, right? And then I have opened XSL for each because I have declared many elements here. So I need to like parse each and every show, right? First I need to parse the skilling, and then next I have to skip release end date of these things. I need to go directly from this name to this name, right? So what it means, for each of this name, capture only the name of the show, nothing else. So this is what it's doing here, right? I hope you will see, by seeing the next thing you will be able to understand what it is doing. The next thing also, I am doing something XSL element of type name. I am sorting it in ascending order of data of text to type, and then I am generating some unique ID, displaying it in a H3 heading, and then I am closing it everything, right? So after selecting this, so let me show you this meanwhile so that you will be able to follow my lecture. First thing, I am selecting all the TV shows irrelevant of the what do you call alphabetical order, the way in which it appears, right? First is skilling, second is house, third is quantico, the order goes on like that. So it's first capturing all the things in the order it appears in the XML sheet. Fine. Next, what I did, I'm trying to sort it out in ascending order, and then I'm trying to generate unique ID and displaying it in H3 heading. So this is what it says. So now within this list, it's ascending, it does some ascending ordering. Friends is in H3 heading, and the next it comes to house, and then it quantico, and then next it comes to killing, and last the X files would come, right? So let me close one of the tag. So after that, what I have done, so followed by this H3 heading of alphabetical order of name of the serial, I have to paste the poster of the series so that the people who would visit this site would be able to get it, what is this series is about, right? So the Friends poster is being pasted here, and then because alphabetical orderly it's been done, so the alphabetical order of poster is pasted after the H3 heading. So immediately after the Friends serial, the poster, corresponding poster is being pasted. Next thing, the current data has to be fetched. So the current is nothing but the rest of the element here, which will be, you can see, you can go and search the current object, how it's returning. Okay, it's an object, how what kind of data it's returning from the XML file. You go and Google it, you can be able to find it soon. So the current object is returning some of the things, but I need to capture some of the data in between, something like if you are calculating x plus y and displaying it as total amount, you want to print total is equal to the total amount, right? Something like that. So same way I have done, add on some strings in between so that name can be selected, the value of name is going to be killing, right? Say for example, in this case Friends was released, value of released in year, right? Select the release tag. So here if it goes something like Friends serial, right? So the Friends serial was released in 2003, and what is the next tag says, and it is the network. It has the network of what is the network? BBC network, I think. Yeah, USABC something I have quoted because I am not so sure about which network it's been broadcasted. And it has an average viewership of viewers tag. So the viewers tag value will be posted here something like 40 million, and so it goes something like that, up ending, end date, and everything. So as you can see in this output, the show Friends was released in 2003. It's been coordinated, right? The value of every element from this TV show .xml has been up. I mean, embedded, or what do you call, coordinated with the string of root element, child element value, and then it has been displayed correspondingly. Okay, so this is what it does. So it goes, the list goes on like that. Same, for example, for House MD and Quantico and everything, right? I don't know how many of you are watching the Quantico serial. Second season has been started already. So it goes on like that till it reaches the end of the file. So this is what we have done in our TV show 2.xsl. So this is my file name, and when you see, these are all the things I have sorted out, right? So for ascending order and these things. So what I am doing here, for everything I kept it as a table format. This is just an HTML. So all of us know how to declare a table row and table heading and then table data and everything. So as you can see in the output screen, when I run this XML file, the bottom of the HTML web browser, the table should like it's a kind of concise report kind of thing. You want to report something like name of the serial, comparatively. If you are trying to put it together as a data format, it's an optional thing. If you want, you can put. So you are doing some logics over here. If the release is less than 2006, put it as in the green tag, something like, okay, Friends and X Files are those whose released less than 2006. That's why those things are kept in green tags. I have said background color is equal to green, that's why. So the corresponding name element, network element, viewer element has to be selected and put it together. So it goes on like this. Instead of this greater than symbol, you can also use ampersand greater GT and then semicolon 2006. So how to use in both ways I have shown here. Either use of this type or you can use this type. So some of the browser have the limitation, that's why I have quoted both the formats, syntax formats. And then if is equal to, you can is equal to 2006. I don't want to check any of these tags, less than, greater than, 2006, whatever it is. And whatever if the case, if it is not following these three conditions, please pick it those things and then put it together in a pink color. We can also do this by declaring XSL otherwise. Okay, so here and there, when condition is there, same like if condition, please check the format and the syntax and try to simulate the same example, something like books, library, or some student employee relationship, something like that. So it will be easier for you to keep track of how does it look like in HTML web browser presentation using XSL style sheet, right? Hope this would help you to get at least 50 to 60 percentage to convert a simple XML file to XSL file. Try to work it out. I'm going to post these two files, .xsl, .xml file in your Moodle account. Please check your Moodle account and then save it in a Notepad++, run it separately and make sure that it's been saved in a XML folder, and then you can run it. That's all about how to convert XML file into the styling aspect, presentable format using extensible styling language. So we'll see it in rest of the things in next theory class. Thank you very much.